What's going on, folks? What's going on, folks? It's me trying to check in again with Rooted and Fly. Um, I got on one of my brands actually, Ward's House, and you might see it in another shirt I got. I fuck around with the real estate a little bit. Right now I'm in the bricks now. I mean I can't see some of my folks, but I fuck around with the real estate a little bit. Um, I'm gonna talk. I'll talk to y'all no matter where I go to. It don't matter when I'm at the house. Anytime I'm doing anything but kicking it with my kids, I'm always try to come talk to y'all. Know what I mean? Today we're gonna cover a couple things. We're gonna start with Jay Z. There was a talk about the Black Album and the Blueprint. I'm gonna just put this out there. The Blueprint is my favorite whole project. But what I want to throw in there is In My Lifetime is super underrated. That's my third favorite whole project. Yeah, but the Blueprint to me is way better than the Black Album. This is one of the five best produced albums of all time to me. The five best produced albums of all time to me, for hip hop albums, are The Blueprint, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Mad Villainy, Chronic 2001, and Daytona. Those are my five favorite produced rap albums of all time. The Blueprint is one of my favorite rap albums of all time. Point blank, period. Now, I mean, so I'm always gonna pick that over every J project. The Blueprint and Reasonable Doubt are my top two. In My Lifetime is number three. American Gangster is number four. Number five is then the Black Album. Then I would say those are my top five. So the Black Album definitely falls lower than the Blueprint to me. I don't like the production as much. It has more skips. I don't like the commercial tracks as much. Like I love Girls, Girls, Girls. I love Izzo. Then on the Black Album, I don't like Change Clothes. I don't like Dirt Off Your Shoulders. Yeah, I don't like neither one of them. 99 Problems is fire though. You know what I mean? I like the B-sides more on the Blueprint too. Mama Loves Me, Lyrical Exercise, Never Change, Heart of the City, The Ruler's Back, then the diss song Takeover. The Blueprint to me is a perfect album. I ain't really no skips. And it's Hove's least lyrically dense project. And he still got the job done. I mean, that shows that you don't have to be super duper lyrical and still, but you can be lyrical enough to get the job done. Yes, Hove most dense lyrical projects are Blueprint 2 and Volume 3, and most people don't put them probably in the bottom half of his discography, you know what I mean? So lyrics ain't everything. That gonna be the first thing we talk about was Blueprint versus Black Album. Yeah, I'm taking the Blueprint over the Black Album by a lot every time. Next thing I want to talk about is again this new R&B that's going on. Lucky Day, Daniel Caesar, Leon Thomas, Coco Jones. Then you got Summer Walker. SZA's not new no more, but you got the R&B now is still fire. You just got to look a little bit more for it. People try to say it's got bad, and people like Bryson and The Weeknd and Drake and all them ruined it, but people just ain't open-minded. A lot of people's R&B taste and a lot of people's music taste in general is stuck in the 90s. So if it don't fit with a 90s aesthetic, if it's not the same music that was being made in the 90s or the early 2000s, a lot of people my age and older is going to be like, oh, that shit trash, they ruined it, they didn't, know what I mean? But people gotta learn to adapt. Now, I mean, people got to learn that shit evolves. They do the same thing with sports. They act like, oh, this is how it was in my day, so this shit is bad now. Nah, shit just evolves. Now, if you don't appreciate it as much, that's on you. But everything is going to always evolve. Now, I mean, nothing going to stay the same. Nothing going to stay the same. 10 years ago, I wasn't nearly the same person as I am now. Shit evolves. Shit gets better. But for some reason with music and with sports, people act like that's a bad thing. I ain't never going to understand that. But yeah, shit done evolved. I'm not gonna say necessarily got better, but they still have just as good as R&B. But they also have more different types. the type of R&B that people like The Weeknd or Bryson make wouldn't be around as much back in the day. But they also still got the type that Leon Thomas makes, which is similar to some shit that Prince would make. So it's all type of shit going on now. Now I mean, people just gotta open up more. They do that with rap too. Everything ain't gonna sound like '90s rap. When you talk to real hip hop heads, they think that everything gotta sound like '90s rap or 2000s rap. Another reason that I wanted to even do this to get into the media space because I connect with all types of rap. I love the '90s rap, the '80s rap, the trap music, the new young people rap. And I mean, I listen to all that shit. We could go through Rakim discography, we could go to Lil Durk discography, and I could tell you about both of them. I mean, we can go through Jeezy discography, we can go through Nas discography, and I can give you all that. You know what I mean? So I don't like people that just stick themselves in one box, one category. Now I mean that shit, he ain't never gonna grow like that. And a lot of the old head media acts you see try to act like it's only one way to do shit. That's the next thing we're gonna get into. We're gonna get into how the media is so shocked that Young Boy is able to have such a huge fan base. Rod Wave too. Rod Wave got the same similar kind of fan base without having any real radio hits. Now I mean, it's not the same as it was, and people, the media members is all in their 40s and older, so they don't understand that shit. It's easier to build an organic fan base now. A lot of my little people, a lot of my little homies in them, they don't even listen to rappers that be on the radio. The shit they listen to is the local niggas in they city. Know what I mean? It don't matter if it's my niggas in Richmond, my niggas in Norfolk, Newport News. A lot of them niggas listen to the local niggas. I stay up here near DC now, know what I mean? But they play a lot of the DC niggas, know what I mean? So it ain't the same as it was. Music ain't. You could build an organic fan base without radio play nowadays. You don't gotta pass out albums. So just cause you don't hear a nigga on the radio like Young Boy, don't mean that he don't got a super organic fan base. A lot of the older heads on the media seem confused. Know what I mean? Cause it ain't the same shit they listen to. But that shit is even more authentic to me because he built his whole fan base from the ground up. Like I remember it remind me of like Jeezy in '04 and '05, Gucci in '07 and '08, uh Boosie around the same time. I mean they had a little bit of radio play, but for the most part, we was fucking with them in the trenches. Now I mean we was getting their mixtapes and all that. Now I mean we wasn't care about their radio shits like that. It's the same shit. Future before he popped off like that, we was fucking with him for his mixtapes and shit. We ain't care about his radio play all like that. Know what I mean? So it's the same shit. Young Boy just doing it at even a different level because it's more internet based and it's more streaming and all that. Know what I mean? That's the only difference. But niggas like Young Boy and Rod Wave have figured out how to get a core base without having to live on the radio. Know what I mean? So salute to them for that. Um, what else we was gonna talk about? Oh, the albums of the year. Now, I said I did a little bit on this yesterday, but I want to touch on this again. The albums of the year. Everybody act like it's only the album's got to sound a certain way to be album of the year. My favorite album is the Clipse album, but not because it sounds a certain way. I like how they actually fucked with different sounds. They didn't just go into it with one sound. My second favorite album of the year, besides Clipse Let God Sort 'Em Out, is the Step Brothers, Starlito and Don Tripp. Step Brothers for Life. Step Brothers for Life ain't getting no love for real. To me, it's the second best project that came out this year. They rapping on it. They doing different sounds. It's not formulaic, so song number one don't sound like song number 8 like on a lot of people projects. A lot of those formulaic projects get a lot of love because it fits the hip hop heads and the shit they want to hear. But I like projects that do a little experimental shit. Know what I mean? Stay in your sound, but I don't want the whole album to sound like one sound flowing into another. Don Tripp and Starlito on that bitch talking crazy. Um, every song on that joint hard. It ain't really no skips on there. No skips. They have a joint called Michelangelo and Buzz, storytelling. Shit is crazy. 49th song is crazy. 52nd song is crazy. The intro is crazy. Royal Rumble is crazy, using all the old WWE beats. Like they playing with different sounds, doing different shit. After that, my next favorite album is Lloyd Banks' AON 3. Fire. It's a little formulaic, but it only got one or two skips on that joint. Just tough. He talking crazy. He rapping good. Lyrically, he doing his thing. Know what I mean? And then my next project was Mozzie Intrusive Thoughts that ain't getting no love because it don't fit the normal hip hop sound that everybody want to talk about. But it's fire. Shit is crazy. It's a couple skips on there too, but it's only like one or two, and it's a long project. Know what I mean? And he talking crazy on that jank the whole time. He don't waste a song, don't waste a verse, don't waste bars, and he's staying in his own pocket. Shit like Kate Eclipse is fire, and it don't sound like every other song on there. Like all his songs don't sound exactly the same. A lot of projects that came out to me are too formulaic. I like music that song one don't sound like song 15, even if it's in the same formula. Know what I mean? It don't have to sound exactly like song 15. Know what I mean? Everybody don't understand that. Next we gonna lastly also, because this ain't gonna be a super long video, I'm gonna tap more into what I'm looking forward to for the rest of the year. Boosie and what we about to drop, Gangsta Music 2. The first joint, classic to me, played that shit all through high school. um, Boosie just dropped an album, fire. It's a lot of singing on there, but it's fire. Gangsta melodies, this shit cracked to me. Now I mean, but it ain't might not be for everybody. Words of a Real One is one of my favorite projects this year. Probably my fifth favorite project this year, to be real. Top five, top six. Um, his best project to me since Bupac. Ain't no skips on that Jane either like that. Be Cool Your Time Coming, one of my favorite Boosie tracks I heard in a while. I mean, he on there talking. He also got a project he dropping with BG and a project he dropping with Young Boy. Boosie just doing his shit this year. Know what I mean? It ain't getting enough love because he not true hip hop. Know what I mean? But that shit fire. Yeah, that'll be and I'm looking forward to Herb project. Lil Herb dropping a project, and I'm really looking forward to Nas project. So the rest of Boosie projects is dropping. The Nas project, the Herb project, and Summer Walker project. And if Chris Brown dropped this year, his project too. So those are the things I'm looking forward to end the year off. Of course, I'm gonna review them. You can check out my reviews on my Substack. Rooted in Fly is my Substack. Like and subscribe, of course. Now, I mean, if you fucked with the video, like and subscribe. I got plenty of content on here. All we're doing is talking music. I'm gonna get a mic. I'm gonna get all my shit together probably this upcoming week. Now, I mean, I just did this to see, because I wanted to get into the media space, because I don't like how they doing it. They don't got no real niggas in the media. Not me that's came from anything, that's did anything for real. That know enough about all the types of music. Cause either they too young and don't really know about the old school, or they too stuck in the past and don't really want to acknowledge the new niggas. Now, I mean, I'm tapping into all that shit. The super lyrical rappers, the super street rappers, the trap rappers, the drill rappers, your local rappers. I listen to some local niggas. Now, I mean, send me some local shit. I review that too. And then I listen to all the R&B, the old R&B, the new R&B. We can go to Stevie Wonder. We can go to Bryson Tiller. We can go to Eric Bellinger. We can go to Usher. We can go to Chris Brown. We can go to Mike. We can go to Prince. I listen to all that shit. And we do the females too. Brandy, Tweet. Southern Hummingbird is a classic. Salute Tweet. I've always wanted to say that. That might be my favorite female R&B project ever. Southern Hummingbird is fire. We talk about Flowetry. So now, I mean, we get into all that. I'm also gonna have some people that I fuck with on here. I'm gonna pull this shit all the way together. I just wanted to test the waters out. Y'all seem to be fucking with me. I got almost 20 subscribers in 10 days. Know what I mean? Y'all fuck with the page, so salute to y'all for that. I fuck with y'all. Also, go Panthers. I'm a Panthers fan, a Mariners fan, and a Wizards fan. I'm a VA nigga, but you know we ain't got a squad in VA. Know what I mean? So my teams come from different areas. So go Panthers. Go. My Mariners lost in Game 7, pissed me off. But my Panthers over 500. My Wizards just won last night. Know what I mean? So shit looking alright. I'll be at a bunch of Wizards games this year. Starting December, I'll be at a bunch. I'm going to see Wemby in DC. Know what I mean? Can't wait for that. Yeah, I fuck with the sports like I fuck with the music. What else I was gonna say up here? Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Check out my website, rootedandfly.shopify.com. Any black-owned clothing brands y'all got, any clothing brands that's y'all, just send them to me. I'll put them on my page. I'll put them on my Instagram, my TikTok. Show some love. I'll shout y'all out. If y'all got if it's some nice shit, you know what I mean, I'll wear that shit. I'll put it in my videos, you know what I mean. Fuck with me. What else? That's it. It's Don G. I'm signing out this yank.